All right, guys. So this video, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't have like any scriptures or anything like that right now. I just wanted to kind of chat with y'all about about expectations, about just like dealing with the disappointment since this whole COVID-19 pandemic hit our country and maybe our individual states. Everybody's kind of going through similar things, but I just kind of wanted to talk about like disappointments and like just the stress of it. I know personally, like I was all right for a couple of weeks, and then I had a week there where I was like, ooh, kind of like I was yet holding on. Your girl was yet holding on for real, y'all, because I was just super stressed, man. Like, I had been with my kids every day for 6.5 weeks, all day, every day. That's stressful. Like, I love my kids. I'm just being super real, y'all, because like I love my children so much. I really do. I love my kids. My baby girl, my baby boy. I love them. But if we're being honest with ourselves, like, I have no problem with being at home. Like, I am a homemaker. I write at home, and that's where I do all of my work. That's where I do all of my creating, my praying, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always at home, I'm home every day. Being at home, being stuck in the house is not the problem, my friend. The problem is being stuck in the house with these kids, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for me, like, the issue that I'm having is constantly hearing my name. And this is like a big joke amongst the mom community, but guys, it's super stressful. It's like, mom, mommy, mom, mama, ma, can I go, can you, no, I can't. I just can't. I can't anymore. I don't want to. I'm waking up like every day right now, and I'm like, do I really have to do a lesson again today? Like, again? Everything over and over. It's stressful. But anyway, I love my babies. So, I mean, for me, I know that like the Lord is using this time to prepare me. Like, okay, for example, just to talk about a disappointment, now that I told y'all what's stressing me out right now, but to talk about a disappointment, I released my first book this month, y'all. Life with Christ, 30-day devotional for the wife who needs Christ. Go check it out. It's on Amazon and Kindle. But I released it this month, guys, and I've been working on it for a while, and I was really super excited about it, and I had started like planning my release party and everything. I was gonna do a launch party for my book, and that just got canceled, along with the many other things. I have a friend who's was about to have her wedding, and that got canceled, and of course that had been in the works for a while, and we were all really looking forward to it. But I've known a few people who have had to like cancel weddings, birthday parties, all of that. Like we're all kind of like missing out on a lot of stuff right now. And if you're like me, I love to go to an event. I love to plan an event. I love to show up and show out. You know what I mean? Like I'm an extrovert. I like to be around people most of the time. I like to be around people, but what I've learned about myself during this time is that like, I really need my me time. Like, I thrive on just being able to like get quiet and just be with God. Like, my whole schedule has been out of whack for weeks now since schools got closed, and my son, we actually pulled him from his preschool before they even closed, because they were kind of hanging in there past when the governor had closed the public schools, and we were like, nah, it's okay, we're gonna bring him home so that we don't have to worry about him being exposed. So, we pulled him the same time as our daughter stopped going to school. So it's been me and them, and my husband is still working. He's not working as much as he would if all of this wasn't happening, but he is still working. So when he is gone, it's just me, and I'm like, Jesus, help me. So I've been trying to knock out other projects. The Lord had given me vision for a couple of things, and I'm realizing that I have to totally reset and just kind of I have to manage my expectations of myself, and so I've really had to extend a lot of grace to myself in this time and not putting such high expectations on myself. I'm realizing that I'm using so much of my energy with my children that I can't expect for myself to produce in other areas the same way as I did before. So I'm just giving myself a little bit more grace, like I said, I was getting ready to start working on another project. I told myself that I was going to start working on another project soon. And I really feel like the Lord is kind of he's really been nudging me, it's time to start. And right now I'm just kind of God, how? You're really going to have to help me, because all of this is new to me. Just being a writer in general is new to me. I mean, something that I love doing, always have loved doing, but writing books is something different than sitting at home and writing in your journals. So, it really takes discipline and consistency. And when you have a deadline, you need to meet that deadline. So, I've just kind of been going back and forth with God, okay, Lord, I know that I need to get started, XYZ. But, I feel like I'm still trying to get myself together right now, And so, I mean, it's the grace of God, the Lord's going to give me what I need to start doing what he told me to do. I know that, But yeah, so anyway, I had to cancel my launch party, and so that was really disappointing, and I wasn't able to just do this whole first time author thing the way that I wanted to. I was planning to be at a lot of women's events and women's meetings, conferences, and all of that, so that I could set up vendor tables and really just talk to people and get my book out there. So I've been kind of just solely relying on social media and networking right now, just kind of trying to connect with people and learn how to work this system. So, it's in God's hands. I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm not concerned about anything, but really right now I'm just my number one priority and my number one job is just my home life, just figuring out what to do with my family and how to incorporate my ministry with that at the same time. So this book came out smack at the beginning of a pandemic, and what's been intense about it is God knew that all of this was going to happen. I didn't. I'm saying right now, I had all of my own plans about this, but God knew what was going to happen. So what's crazy to me is that and I was telling somebody this the other day, right now everybody is home, and usually we're all our families are separated throughout the day. Your husband goes to work, or you go to work, your kids go to school, etc. So we're all kind of being forced to learn how to vibe with each other, learn how to live with one another and just learning more about each other. But part of that for a husband and a wife, and if we're real, and if I know I'm going to be real about it, but being around each other all the time is a little bit much. I love my husband so much. I want to be around my husband as much as I can on vacation. But we out here doing real life things and responsibility, and we have to be around each other every day. And so every day, all day, we're always around each other every day. But being around each other this much is really going to force couples to talk. It's going to force you to learn how to communicate, because you're doing everyday things together every day. So I kind of love the fact that this came out now, because I think that I know personally that all of this has kind of forced me to look at myself and my own little my own little quirks and my pet peeves and everything, and the way that I respond to my husband, and the way that I project and all of that, it's really forced me to kind of study myself and my shortcomings. And so for this book to come out right now, I think was actually I think that the timing is crucial, because women need the book right now. They're home, they're with their husbands all day, they're trying to have these conversations with their husbands, they're learning about themselves, they're learning that they can't do everything all the time, by themselves. And so and as women, that's something that we do. We pick up a lot, and we do a lot of things, and a lot of people expect things from us. So I think that this book is actually out at the perfect time. And, of course it is, because God knew what he was doing when he gave me the date to release. But anyhow, I say all that to say, guys, I know that there's a lot of disappointment right now. And, some of my brothers had birthdays this past week. And my husband's god brothers, they had birthdays this week, and I know one of them turned 30. Shout out to my brother Adrian. And so it's kind of these big life things are happening right now, and people are hitting milestones, and they're releasing projects and all of that. And I just really believe that in this time, we're able to connect with God on a different level. We're able to focus on ourselves and just really truly just be introspective and figure out what we need to work on, what we need to surrender to God. And I think that when we come out of this, all of the new events and the next things that happen are going to be bigger and better, because we are going to be bigger and better. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys and just be real with you and tell you what I'm dealing with personally and in my home. Just learning to be better in every job that I have and every ministry that I have, as far as it goes, as far as my family goes, just learning, just how to be patient with my children, and how to be patient with myself when I fail, and learning how to be patient with my husband and give him grace and communicate with him, but give him the space that he needs, and not try and force things on him all the time. Anyway, the video is a little longer than I had planned, but I love you guys. I just wanted to send a little encouragement your way and let you know that you're not alone, and just kind of the name of my channel is Living with Lynn. So, hey, y'all just going to be out here living with Lynn. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little peek as to what's going on right now. I am going to be starting a new project soon, so you guys be on the lookout for that. Nothing is coming out right now, not putting out the word about anything right now, because I haven't started yet, but I'm about to start. So God's been working some things up here, as I'm sure he's been doing with all of you guys. And guys, can I just say, make sure that you take time for yourself. If you have a family, if you have a spouse, make sure that you take that time to just kind of separate. If you got to get up a little bit earlier and just go for a run or something, or do whatever it is that kind of soothes your soul, you know what I'm saying? Get the noise kind of quieted, and just give yourself a chance to kind of just make sure that you're not running on empty. Make sure you're not running on empty. You can't help anybody if you're running on empty. So take the time for yourself, and just ask the Lord what's next. What's next, and just get started. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just start whatever it is that you wanted to start and you didn't have time to do before. Just go ahead, make the jump, start it. Everything isn't perfect right now, and it's not exactly how we expected it to be, but God is still in control, and he is still on the throne. He's still on the throne. So I just want to encourage y'all. I love you guys. This is my video for this week. This is what I could do, y'all. And I'm in the car. Oh, I'm in the car. I forgot to mention that. I'm in the car, y'all, because I'm hiding from my children. I'm sitting outside of my house right now. My daughter is reading her book. And my son is taking his nap. And yeah, I was just about to walk the dogs, but I was like, let me go ahead and film a video really quickly. Yeah, so I'm going to check on them and walk my dogs. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.